For today's math lesson, we will be reviewing how to make quick hundreds, quick tens, and quick ones. We're talking about place value, and place value means that every digit has a value. I always tell every student that if you know the numbers, or I should say the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then you have the foundation for everything in math. And everything else in math is taking these 10 digits and putting them in different patterns, patterns for telling time, patterns for adding, patterns for subtracting, patterns for greater than, patterns for less than, patterns for solving equations. But what do the digits really mean? What do they mean? What is a 1? What is a 7? What is a 37? So when we take these digits and we start putting them into different patterns, for example, the number 1 or the number 37 or even the number 145, each one of these digits has a value. And that's where place value comes in. So we're going to be talking about place value. What is the value of the digit? And therefore, what does the whole number mean? Each one of these separate ones are called digits. We don't really say that word a lot, but that's really what they are. You typically hear them called numbers. All right, well, here we go. We have learned this week that we're talking about putting these digits in special places. So, for example, we always start with our numbers on this side, kind of the opposite of writing and reading. And this is the ones place. The way that we draw a quick one in math is just drawing a circle. We started doing that on the first day of school with Math Mountains. We don't get into designs and art details. Mathematicians are very quick. So we just do a quick little circle. We don't need to color it in. Now, the next place, next to the ones, we can put a digit there, and that's called the tens place. The way that we draw a quick 10 is with a 10 stick. Just a line, that's all. They're not tallies, so we don't ever tally them. The third place in this 3-digit number is called the hundreds place. And the way that we draw a 100, a quick 100, is by drawing a box. Now we could keep going. We could keep doing another digit and another digit and another digit. We could keep going for the next 10 years because numbers never end. They never end. You can always put another place. But for today, we're just going to focus on 3-digit numbers. So let's look at this number. 2 hundreds, 4 tens, and 1 1. Well, what I need to do is I need to make my picture match my digits. So I have 1 1 and I drew 1 1. That one's good. Now in this one I have 4 tens. Well, I've only put 1, so I need to put 4. I need to put 3 more. Now I have 4. And in the hundreds place, I drew one quick 100 already, but I need to have another one. So now my picture matches my digits. But what does it really mean? Well, let's talk about that. Let's expand it a little bit. I'm going to make this a little shortcut here so it's easier to see. We're going to put an H for hundreds, and we're going to put a T for tens, and we're going to put a O for ones. That way it's just kind of a shortcut because you know that mathematicians, we like shortcuts. So now we're going to really talk about this and what does each place mean? Well, let's count how many hundreds we have. Let's count by 100s. 100, 200. Well, in this place, the value is 200. Let's count the value of the tens place. 10, 20, 30, 40. So the value is 40. And the value in the ones place is just 1. Now here's where the patterns come together. If we take this 200 and we add on 204, or I'm sorry, we add on 40 to that, and then we add on one more, we get the number 241, which goes right back up to our 3-digit number. So you will see that this 3-digit number, 241, actually means 2 hundreds plus the 4 tens, which is 40, plus 1 equals 241. So today your job is looking at a 3-digit number. You're going to be drawing the quick hundreds, the quick tens, and the quick ones. And then you're going to be expanding it. This is what we call the expanded notation. It's because we're taking each one of these digits, and expand means to bring it out. So we're expanding it to show what the value of each one is. Now, before you get started in your math book today, let's try one more. Seems to be that my eraser is missing. Let me look one place quickly. It's gone. So I'll just go like this. Now I'm going to leave my H and my ones, my tens, and my hundreds. I'm going to leave that there. You can always do that to help yourself, by the way. Always. You can make yourself little notes. I'm going to change this number now. And I think that what I would like to do is I would like to do the, what am I trying to say? 174. We'll change it around a little bit. 174. Now, just like before, I'm going to start at the ones place, and I'm going to draw the quick 1. And the quick 1 is just a circle. But this time I have 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now remember, we always go in groups of 5. And if we get 5 in a row, then we do another 5 in a row, and then another 5 in a row. That just helps us with our counting. Now I have 7 tens. Once again, I'm going to make 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not a tally. I'm not tallying. 6, 7. So I can very clearly see it's 5, 6, 7. And now I have 100 again. So I'm going to put my 1 box. So I have my 3-digit number. I've labeled my places, hundreds, tens, and ones. And now I've done my quick drawing. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to expand it. I want to find the value of each place. So I look at the hundreds and I say, well, I just have 1. That's 100. I look at my tens. I have 7 of them. If I count their value, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And I'm going to count the value of my ones place. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I take this 100 and I add it to the 7 tens, which is 70, and I add on 4 to that, I then get the number 174. Sometimes people like to show that equation in a vertical format. So I could say 100. I always start with the biggest number on top, and I could put the 70 underneath that, and then the 4 underneath that, making sure that I'm still having hundreds, tens, and ones place. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. Then I go to the tens place. 0 tens plus 7 tens plus nothing is 7 tens. 100 plus no other hundreds is 100. So it doesn't matter if you expand the values going horizontally or if you expand the values going vertically. Both of them are the same answer. Now, last but not least, I'm going to erase this real quick. Last but not least, what if it was the other way? What if you started with the quick picture? Oops. What if you started with the quick picture and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to draw some ones, making sure that I always stay in rows of 5. All right. So now I have my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. But if I'm starting with the picture, now I'm going to write the 3-digit number. So we look here and we say, okay, well, how many hundreds do I have? Well, I have 1. And that value is 100. 100. 100 is the value of 100. Now I look at my tens. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 in the tens place. But if I want to know the value, I have to count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And now I go to the ones place and I count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 in the ones place, which also is worth 9. 9 ones is worth 9. So if I take this 100 and I add it to this 9 tens, which is 90, and we add that to that 9, well, then we are going to get the number 199, which is written 199. This is the end of the lesson.